Welcome to my channel. I'm Tiffany, a retired librarian turned homeschool mom. And in this video, we're going to look at a family-friendly film. So this is Dolphin Tale 2. I have already covered Dolphin Tale. You can check that out. I think it's under my nature films. So if you have not seen the first film, well, you can probably watch this review, but don't watch the movie. Watch the first movie. Otherwise, things don't make sense. It's one of those, this is a sequel, they're connected, don't watch them apart. It doesn't work. So, in this film, Sawyer which is our main boy in the first film, and that's only why I go back to the names of the main characters, because, there we go. Sawyer, who's a little bit older, as is Hazel, are at the aquarium. They both have been there for a little while, and at first they rescue this other dolphin, this adult dolphin, and bring her back, and she's rehabilitated. So, and one of their older dolphins dies, so they have a problem. There is a rule where you cannot, because dolphins are social creatures, they cannot live alone. It's illegal. So when they have to return this other dolphin to the ocean because she's well, they have a problem. Because, of course, our main dolphin, who has the missing tail here from the first film, cannot live alone. So he's going to have to be moved to some other facility. And then they actually find and rescue Hope, who is a baby dolphin. So she cannot be returned to the sea because she's a baby and she doesn't know how to be a dolphin. So that solves that problem. Then we have another problem. Their aquarium has no money. So then the rest of it is to raise money and protect the aquarium, and then there's a hurricane and it's a disaster and they've pretty much given up. And then Sawyer and his cousin, or the vet, Austin, from the first film, who Sawyer helps. Basically, his cousin lost his leg in the Iraqi war, and with the help of our dolphin here, he becomes better. You also have Morgan Freeman, who's still here. He's hanging out periodically with the dolphin. He's become invested in this. What is his character's name? It's hard to think of him by anybody but Morgan Freeman. His character's name is Dr. Cameron McCarthy. So you have kind of a lot going on, and they're losing money, and they're going to raise money trying to save it, but the committee wants to sell, and they throw this huge party, and the guy, pretty much it ends with the guy saying, you know what, it's going to take a long time to build a development here. Meantime, I'm just going to support the aquarium. So it's a very interesting, heartwarming film. The other kind of thing that's going on is Sawyer's growing up, and his cousin, because he's become so invested in the aquarium, wants to get him into this college program where he will go to sea and take classes and basically learn more about marine biology. And so you have him conflicted whether he should stay or leave. And again, it's also the coming of age tale of and then you have Hazel, who is still conflicting with her father, but now she's older. They're teenagers now. And so he's having to learn to let her go a little bit and let her become more of an active participant in this. So it's there's a mixture of coming age tales. You're dealing with Winter, who's the name of the dolphin, and Hope, who's the baby dolphin. Winter is still being Winter, and financial issues and kids growing up, and it's very interesting. It's a very fun family film. Now, the aquarium does exist. So this is based at, bring my IMDb page back here, the Clearwater Marine Aquarium. This is I believe it's in Florida. So, and this unfortunately is very sad. This is the last filming of Winter, the dolphin who does not have a tail. He actually died in I believe it's saying 2011 here. I swear he died shortly after I was filming my first one. So it may have been, um, yeah, he died. No, he dies in 2021. So that's when Winter died. Obviously, this is a regular aquarium. It's not run by. It's not just a rescue. They are a rescue. At the very end of the film, you do see the actual rescuing of Hope. In the film, they actually digitally shrink down Hope because now she's a full-grown dolphin. So, and you do see the actual Winter. And I think according to the IMDb page, originally she was paired. With the the older dolphin. But then once this older dolphin died, then she was paired with Winter. So again, that was one of the issues. I don't think they were going to lose Winter because again, they had multiple dolphins and they haven't. The older dolphin was actually played by one of the other dolphins at the rescue. So this is a rescue. See, these aren't dolphins like say you would see at SeaWorld. They aren't really trained. They were rescued from the wild. They can't go back into the wild. Again, in the case of Winter, he had no. They had to amputate his tail. I don't remember what was problem with the older dolphin. The baby dolphin, obviously, they rescued her as a baby. So, like a little dolphin. So they couldn't return her because she didn't have a pod. They didn't know where to return her to. She doesn't know how to survive. So I'm sure that's kind of the thing. So basically, the dolphins, they either rehabilitate ones that need to be returned, as they show in this film, or they have to keep them because, like, say, Hope or Winter, they cannot be returned for other reasons. So I think maybe the older dolphin may have been blind or something. But again, for other reasons. So they are a rescue. That is their job. Similar to the Monterey Bay Aquarium, which is big on my list. Their main goal is to rescue animals, return them to the wild, and if they can't, give them a long-term home. So again, that's where this is filmed. It's filmed at their aquarium. But it's a fictional tale. Again, Winter and Hope do exist. But again, this is not their story. This is the character story and the aquarium story are completely fictional. But it's a really fun, family, heartwarming film. It's not really scary. Again, there's a hurricane, and things are kind of destroyed. So I believe it's rated PG. Let me bring up IMDb here. It came out in 2014. Yeah, it's PG. So it's pretty, it's simple. So it's not really a scary film. Again, there's some suspense of children growing up. This is very geared toward families. So this, as a homeschooler, if you're looking into dolphin rescue, if you have kids who are really obsessed with dolphins, this is a great film. If you're looking into kind of seeing how nonprofit aquariums kind of work and some of the rules revolving around ocean rescues, it's kind of a good film to start off with, along with, of course, the kind of mass fictional stuff. And the sea program that Sawyer is getting into does exist. So it's a real thing. But again, otherwise, it's just a fun family film. I think I may have seen this in theaters. I'm not sure. It came out in 2014, so it's very possible that I saw it in theaters. I had a friend who's since moved, who we would go to movies together. So it's very, very possible that I saw this in theaters. So, but again, but it's a really, really fun family film. And it's also, I mean, homeschoolers, mom's sick, kids are sick, want to throw in a movie. This works. It's one of those. Somewhat educational, heartwarming family time. Definitely fun. Definitely lots of dolphins and animals and antics by deranged pelicans who are wandering around and squawking and stealing things, because that's kind of what they do. And again, the very coming of age tale of kids getting out of elementary school, they're getting into middle and high school, they're growing up, and they have to look at their futures, and their parents kind of have to figure that out. So that's the end of this video. If you like what you see, be sure to check out the rest of the channel here. Sorry, allergies are acting up, which apparently, according to my allergy test today, I'm allergic to the outdoors, and oddly my cats. But So that's why I'm sniveling around, because spring is coming. This is being filmed on the 31st of January of 2023. You guys will be seeing this, I think, this summer. But it's a really good film. Again, highly recommended. I recommend the first one. Covered that already. Strangely enough, I think within like a couple weeks or a week or so after Winter died, and that was just a coincidence of when I happened to cover it. And that's when I filmed it anyway. So, if you like what you see, be sure to check the Western channel. I have covered obviously the first Dolphin film. I think I'm covering Flipper this year for some reason. Can't remember why on earth I'm doing some sort of films involving. I think that was a desperation thing. I need to find something to fill a spot. Covering unicorns this year. We're covering vaccines this year. I think I'm doing musicals this year, and music in general. So I have children's books and then musicals. those are actually coming up. I'm covering a bunch of book series this year. I've covered The Princess Diaries. Some more Tomorrow Appears. I'm covering The Guardians of Ga'Hoole. I'm going back to Meg Cabot once that is done. Then I'm going back to Catherine Lasky, and then I'm looking at covering the graphic novels for the Animorphs, because I can't unfortunately get a hold of the rest of the regular books. They're still in publication, but they're not as popular as they used to be. So my library doesn't have them. So to compromise there are 3 graphic novels that I can get a hold of, so I'm going to cover those. And I think I'm going to go back to the Anne of Green Gables series. So that's what to look forward to. Those are being planned for 2024. But again, I covered a bunch of stuff this year. I cover theme stuff like this. As I said, I'm covering vaccine. I cover History Month. I cover Irish stuff. I've covered African American History Month. I'm covering Jewish American History Month. Asian American History Month. I have a tendency to cover those as well, along with a bunch of other stuff. So check out the rest of the channel, like and subscribe, and check me out. Thank you.